So if it's not Usyk, is that your
I want choice. If it's not Usyk, give me the biggest, toughest son of a gun out there, and I believe that's Joe Joyce. I'm still the biggest heavyweight out there, 6'9" and 270 pounds, so I'm bigger than Joe Joyce at 6'7" and 277. So yeah, I want the biggest, toughest challenges. If Usyk can't be made, I want Joe next.
Those plans don't include Anthony Joshua?
No, because the man's a sausage. And it should have been him here tonight, but he had poor old Derek take a good hiding again, stepping in his boots, so it is what it is. Usyk or Joyce?
And those were the words of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, as you guys can hear. And again, he takes another swipe at Anthony Joshua. You know, Tyson, I think Tyson has a thing for AJ. I mean, I think he likes boys. I mean, he's always talking about AJ. Oh, you know that AJ, the bodybuilder guy. Oh, you know that AJ. And I don't blame him. He's a good-looking boy. You know, it's funny that Tyson Fury does take a swipe at Anthony Joshua and states that he needs to be in here, or he should have been in there instead of Derek Chisora. And now looking at what we know about Tyson Fury's elbow injury, you know, and the possible things that could have happened in that fight, the question you ask yourself is if, and only if, that fight would have took place in the UK. It would have been bigger, of course. It would have been more people. Probably would have been, it would have been a sellout crowd. It probably would have been at Wembley or whatnot. But what if AJ would have beat Tyson Fury? Do you guys think now that maybe, just maybe, that would have been a factor? You know, I talked about Manny Pacquiao, you know, stating when in the biggest fight of his career against Floyd Money Mayweather, you know, he claimed that he had a shoulder injury. You guys remember my last video. My shoulder wasn't together. I had an injury. That's why I couldn't throw too many punches. You guys remember that, right? And you ask yourself, would that been the case had he been beaten? You know, if there's an elbow injury at all, I'm not really sure, because no one heard of any injury before the Derek Chisora fight, but we're only hearing after, since Alexander Usyk stepped up and ready to make that fight. Everything's done on his side. All Tyson Fury has to do is sign the dotted line. But if it is legit and Anthony Joshua was there and that did happen, would that even be a factor? Now, the question you ask yourself is, why wasn't Joshua in the ring December 3rd? Well, the date was the first issue. That was resolved. The split was the second issue. That was resolved. You know, it was something else that had to be done. Oh, then all of a sudden Tyson Fury moved in and wanted a deadline. 258 management and his team over at Queensberry, they were working together like probably the first time ever between these two guys. And then all of a sudden, Tyson Fury pulls the plug, talking about a deadline. Oh, you have to, Monday is the deadline. Talking with the coke throat, right? So it's just strange. It's just strange. Now he's saying, oh, well, Derek Chisora stepped in for him. Well, Derek Chisora didn't receive a deadline, and it still took 3 weeks after that to make the fight, to finalize the fight. So, you know, again, I think Tyson Fury, you know, is trying his best single-handedly to freeze out AJ. You know, hey, I told you so. But then here's the thing. I know we have seen Joshua and Usyk twice. So at least we will see some new challenges for Tyson Fury. But him taking a stab at Anthony Joshua, it's really not necessary. It's just one of those things that Tyson Fury does. I don't know what else to call it. I just think, you know, that was his advantage, and he took it. You know, he took an opportunity, and here he is talking about Anthony Joshua again. Don't worry. People don't have to really talk about Anthony Joshua. It's enough people talking about him himself, especially the new reigning and defending WBC heavyweight champion of the world, Tyson the Gypsy King Fury. So I think the more you talk about a person, the more you bring buzz to that person. Okay. Deontay Wilder did it with AJ, so why not Tyson Fury? But Deontay Wilder raised to new heights. Why? Because he was talking about a person that was already there, which was Anthony Joshua. Tyson Fury, I feel, wants the same. But if he doesn't fight Alexander Usyk, his stock will drop because he hasn't raised his game as of yet. But anyway, you guys tell me what you think of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury taking another stab at Anthony Joshua. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.